analysis, let's turn now to Moien Odeh. He's a human rights and international law attorney and PhD candidate at George Mason University. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today. Now, this is the biggest offensive we've seen from Hamas in recent years, some say 50 years. Why has Hamas chosen to attack now?
Thank you, Sally. I think one of the reasons was always that Hamas felt ignored. Hamas felt that they are nobody's talking to them. Hamas felt that they are not a player anymore in the table, and they want to show again that they are a very important player. They want to put themselves as a key player, maybe as the most important player now in the Palestinian code. They want to show the world that we can do a lot of harm if you keep ignoring us. So I believe this was the main issue. Again, it was surprising to everybody. I don't think anybody expected this kind of attack from Hamas, especially what's happened from all the fronts. And the level of casualties, the numbers of injured people, and the hostages that they are talking about. It's really surprising everybody. I don't think, it's not clear to anyone until now what Hamas really wants from this, what Hamas really expecting to get from this. But I believe they want to show again that they are a major, or even the most major key player in the Palestinian cause, and they want recognition, mainly.
You say that this caught everyone off guard and it was a huge surprise, but the question on many people's lips in US media this morning and international media has been, how did the Israeli intelligence not pick this up? I mean, this was a massive scale intelligence failure. Or is it a case of Hamas has just gone off the grid and managed to pull this off without leaving a trace?
Well, I think it's between both. Maybe Hamas really didn't. Personally, I don't think that Hamas expected that this will be that level of events. Maybe they planned it somehow to start in this one way, and then they didn't know where this will go from there. To be honest, it's very, very hard to understand what they were in their mind, what their plans were from the beginning. But I believe it was I don't think it was that big plans, because otherwise it will be a huge fail. It's already a huge failure for the Israeli intelligence, even not only for the Israeli intelligence, therefore for the whole intelligence, the US, the Egyptians, the Jordanians, the PA, the Palestinian Authority. I think they all really failed to expect anything like this, which really, this is something that maybe they should really reconsider everything that they are doing there. Anyway, I think it's the moment now is that it's very sad. We saw all the videos there, all the victims from both sides. Now we have hundreds of killings in the Israeli side and hundreds in the Palestinian side in Gaza. I think the most important thing is to stop all of this and to try somehow to go back to talks and to go back to see what we can do, because this proves again that keep ignoring the Palestinian cause by the Israeli right-wing government and talking to anyone else, Saudis, Qataris, or doesn't matter who, this will not stop what's happening here, and they need to talk directly to the Palestinians, and this will be a good opportunity to try to even to allow.
By the sounds of it from Netanyahu, though, stopping and having a discussion is not on the table right now. The IDF has confirmed that, the Israeli military has civilian hostages and that reserves could get called up tonight. Is Israel likely to launch a ground offensive in Gaza, do you think?
Unfortunately, I think Israel doesn't have any, this is what they will do now, and this will cause more and more victims from both sides and more suffering on both sides, and this will put us again and again the same circle of suffering and victims and blood. I think it's despite what President Biden was talking today, I think that it's very important to understand that killing more and more killing, this will not find a solution for the Palestinian-Israeli conflict, and they need to sit and talk to each other and find a solution that's fair for both sides.
And just to clarify, I meant to say Hamas has civilian hostages. Moving on, Biden has already expressed his support for Israel. Will this now spark tension, do you think, between the Middle East and the US?
From the beginning, like not only now, like from the morning, that was clear that the U.S. Different officials show full support for Israel. Maybe now this will allow, like, will put more pressure on Egypt or the Qataris to try to intervene more and to try to find a fast solution before that things will go to places that nobody really can control after that.
Where would the Palestinian authorities in the West Bank be getting support from, given we've seen Israel normalising ties with Arab countries of late?
Well, we should keep in mind that the PA, or the Palestinian Authority, doesn't have really a strong popularity. It's like it's went very down now. There's no elections for the last 17 years in the between the Palestinians, and that is putting the PA, Hamas, and everybody in a place that nobody can claim that they are really the leadership of the Palestinian people, and both of them are claiming to be the leadership of the Palestinian people. So despite all of the, unfortunately, the bloods and the killing now, maybe this is an opportunity for the whole world to try to bring the Palestinians again to the table and to allow them to elect their own leadership. And from here, we can move on into a real peace agreement.
All right, we'll leave it there. Moien Odeh, thank you so much for your time. Human rights and international law attorney, PhD candidate at George Mason University.